we really are gonna, we're gonna come out and shock some people. I think offensively, coach has really done a good job this offseason, kind of putting together a good game plan, and we're just gonna go out there and make sure our team executes.
And I'll end with Jet. Jet, welcome back. You get out of the dumpster fire known as Montana, the garbage of the league. But now you're here. You're at Jack State. How you feeling being basically part of the Gamecocks? How you feeling?
Man, I'll tell you what, it's like a breath of fresh air. It just tastes different down here. Like you said, just a wild roller coaster that it feels like for me, since I didn't make the playoffs, it's been a long off season. A lot of teams reach out to me. I appreciate all the love I got. I was like I said on Coach's Corner, I was like a hot Tinder chick with my DMs blowing up. So again, it was kind of a no brainer when they reached out to me. I'm just really excited. Newer position for me to step into DC, and as you guys know, for most of USM and into Montana, I kind of took over head coach roles and offensive coordinator and a lot of roles. So to kind of sit back and in a role designated for me is going to be nice. So um, looking to get this thing going, man.
All right, well, thank you.
All right. Well, best of luck to you guys. We will talk to you all at the half. All right, Coach Bars. So the stream is a little buffering. I don't know what's going on. I guess because my computer's been on since 8 a.m. so people can make changes all day long. It's struggling at the moment. The internet was fine. You saw me check it a little bit ago. But here we are. I will, if they can hear me, I will record this and post it as an individual game. So we will handle that and cross that bridge when we get there.
Appreciate that. I mean, this is going to be an exciting game, man. And I hope everyone can see it. I know you've been generous with your PC time and getting everyone on. So if this is what it takes, this is what it takes. Everyone should have had their stuff done before the season anyways.
Exactly. We actually had JSU discover they had 91 overall free safety like 20 minutes ago. So
That's what I'm talking. Wait a minute. He's on Edgar. What? He's on Edgar.
JSU is going to get the ball to start in this beautiful wide out field. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Michael Taylor, the returning junior running back who got the starting nod pretty much all last season. Actual JSU, I thought they just got a 4th-and-1 stop. That would have been nice, regardless. First and 10.
We got App State playing in IRL. We got App State playing here, and we got Jack State playing here and Jack's playing online. You share your screen?
Oh, yep. PPO, sure can. I'll say that. My computer may
Actually, yeah.
off.
I just did.
Nah, I got you. I'll share it. I'm going to turn that down, though. As Slade Edenfield, first play of the game, going to carry it up the middle for 4 yards.
The fact that instantly closed scares me.
Oh, I did that.
Okay.
And Martin made a lot of changes to the playbook. So we're going to see a kind of interesting style offense. I think Keaton Kepler is going to get the starting nod. I believe Jason Hoffman was actually redshirted.
Yeah, when you bring in a kid like Kep, you got to give him the starting job.
We got Kep, easy pitch and catch over the middle of the field. Jack State down to the 45-yard line. Find Marcus Severe, the tight end, out of the backfield. I know Trey Turner was redshirted. Jason Hoffman was redshirted as well. So 2 of last year's starters. Trey Turner actually started his freshman and sophomore season.
Yeah.
And then Avir's going to get the carry this time. He's going to pick up a yard.
So I say Trey Turner was one of your standouts last season and redshirted this year. I mean, I can see it. You definitely want to make sure your roster is young. You definitely want to make sure your roster is healthy for the long term. The head coach Martin going with the white and red unis on this white field is a genius move. It'll really mess up the Bronchos.
Yeah, the idea I think is to blend in, with the field. I think they were hoping for a little bit of snow to make it a little more effective, but unfortunately they didn't get that one. Kepler, another beautiful pass over the middle to Camden Robinson. Robinson was a top 5 receiver in the league last year in yards and touchdowns.
Something we don't see a lot. 2 strikes to start out the drive. Something we don't see a lot in this league. A quarterback coming out within the first minute and going 2 strikes.
Yeah, this is junior quarterback Kepler, the transfer from Montana. He's going to then throw. I think you jinxed it, Bars.
Yeah, my bad. I think we're starting to see what a junior can do, man. I really do start. And, 2 strikes and then just a miss. It happens. It's Kep. His time at Montana wasn't the greatest. So, it definitely, he's showing some spirit here.
Absolutely. Now we got single back 2 tight set of Veer. And that shouldn't be Turner.
If it is, he's going to get that red shirt.
He don't have those low bulk spat. Jet sweep to Jaquan Divinity Jr., another top 5 receiver in the league from last season. Now JSU is going to be forced with a 3rd and 12 situation.
Yeah, the jet sweep's really something that you in particular on that team mastered last season, right? So coming out, they wanted to run it again, try to catch the UCO guys on their heels. Didn't work there, however, and it was a loss. So what can Kepler do here?
Yeah, 3rd and 12. I think really you're just trying to not have a negative play, get into field goal range. Lord knows in this league you're going to have to kick chip shots or nothing's guaranteed.
Correct. Kepler back to pass, looking long. He's going to throw over the middle. Intercepted.
Almost as good as a punt there for JSU.
Yeah, I mean, even in this league, it's better than a punt, to be honest with you, because if you punt, that's going into the end zone.
Yep.
Yeah, you want points. I don't know anything about the JSU kicker, though. How's your kicker over there? What's his distance? Do you know?
It would have been a long field goal that I probably wouldn't have had confidence in. I'll say that. So I would assume JSU was probably trying to make that a 2-score game.
Yeah.
2 down territory, I should say. Sorry.
I would have in that situation. Oh my God. A direct snap to the running back, Selesker, back from, he was suspended. He got hurt last season going into the playoffs when they lost. So really looking forward to him here.
Yeah, got hurt in the division championship. Ultimately put him out of their semifinal loss. It would have been back in time for the national championship, but unfortunately just did not make it that far.
Not a fan of the unfortunately part, but yeah. Fred Weasley calling his shots at the line, dropping back to pass, throwing it over the middle to no one. Keen Kepler is starting to shine in my eyes, seeing Fred do something like that just to start out. Really, really different for him.
Yeah, Fred last year was very hot or very cold. Really no in between. Don't really know what he's getting or you're getting every time. The fact that he won the Heisman is kind of mind-blowing, but it is what it is. Now we got 3rd and 9. He is back to pass. He's starting to be under a little bit of pressure. Fires deep, and it's caught. Devin Selesker out of the backfield on just a streak route.
You're really seeing what they missed here in the semis. Selesker adds so much to this team, and you're really starting to see it shine as they go hurry up.
Yeah, now you got 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. He's going to be back to pass again. He'll throw over the middle, and ball falls incomplete into a dot, followed up by a terrible pass. It's really the epitome of what this league has become.
I really can't blame Fred. I can barely see on this field, and I'm sitting up in the press box. So it's really about him trying to find the yellow, trying to find the bad snow to throw to at this point, to be honest with you, because these whites are really getting to me.
This JSU look on defense it should be easy for UCO to exploit, just running around the right side here, and they're going to throw it. JSU gets some pressure. Ball's up. Ball's intercepted. It's Camden Robinson, the receiver, playing both ways. That ball's going to be returned to the 45-yard line. JSU gets an interception of their own.
Camden Robinson, arguably the first, going up against Tyler Carter. That's going to be a matchup we want to see the rest of the game. Robinson, honestly, one of the first wide receiver corners, two-way players to have a really good season last year. I believe there was a game where he had like 3 picks and 2 touchdowns. Like that was insane by the kid, and we're seeing it here. He already got a first down on offense and a pick on defense.
Yeah, I actually want to pull up the stats from last season. I know JSU's are updated. I think we've got a new sheet for this season.
We should.
So,
As JSU comes out, now look, we saw a few times last season, Veer is in the backfield to the right, drop back to pass from Kep. He's going to hit him on a little angle route that's only going to go for 2, and that's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Robinson last year, 28 catches, 443 yards, 5 touchdowns. I think those are, let's see here, we got good enough for first in yards and first in touchdowns. The only other receivers on the board were UConn's receivers and UCO's wide receivers, besides Gates for Georgetown, who I think had 3 touchdowns in one game, his only touchdowns all season. So
After that guy's gone.
yeah, I think everybody is. Back to pass, throwing deep and throwing out of bounds. A good throw there. Everybody looked to be covered up.
Really, you see a lot of throws in this league where you think realistically that's intentional grounding. There was a receiver in the area at that time, but I feel like there's a lot that could be called. I'm not sure what the penalties are in this and how the refs react, but that ball was basically to the end zone. That corner was on a deep hitch route. Give me that receiver.
Yeah. 3rd and 8, another 3rd and long situation. And did we change the 4th down rules up?
No.
Okay. I couldn't remember if that was part of our changes or not.
We talked.
Kept back to pass, throwing over the mid. Well, I don't know what maybe he slipped on the turf. I don't know what was going on there. Trying to fall down backwards and catch at the same time is most of the time not going to work.
Again, it looks too much like snow, man. These people are just running out there. It's an optical illusion. However, it's too late in this league. It's season 3 to see head coaches, OCs. I know they're new. Martin played on you last year. To see short roll, fake punt pass.
Oh, it was there too. It was there. I love it. I think that's probably the first fake punt we haven't seen completed ever. Most of the time it works.
Those things are insane. Anyways, it's season 3. You got to know by now, even with Martin having a full season last year, if you have a short route on 3rd down, he's going to throw to the short route, and you're not going to get a first down. That might have been a drop catch. However, that was never going to get there.
Right. Now, 1st and 10 for UCO at the 47-yard line. Selesker going in short motion. It's going to be a handoff to Holloman. How UCO has returned, I think, everybody on offense. And I think Jack State has too, honestly. It's kind of mind-blowing that we see this many returning starters across the league. I know JSU returned, I think, 8 starters on offense, and 2 of the 3 that left were linemen.
Actually, the more I think about it, the more just a lot of people have kept their offense intact. Like, even with us, we lost 21 players, but most of our starters are intact. So thinking about it, like, that is kind of weird to see, especially when, all right, Fred back to pass. He's going to throw over the middle. That's going to be completed for a first. But it's weird to see when, like, these teams are so good. Like, Fred Weasley and this team, I don't remember them being that young.
I don't either, to be honest with you. I'm interested to see how all the other teams stack up. We got a 1st and 10 for UCO from the 35. Weasley fakes the draw, back to pass, looking deep, throws to nobody. Had 2 receivers over there, but just put it too far for both of them.
UCO might be the first team to have 2 3-star receivers from season 1 as a wide receiver 1 and 2 coming into this season, with Tyler Carter and Colt Strong. Correct me if was Tyler a 3-star?
Yes, he was.
So they might be the first team with 2 3-star receivers from season 1 being their 1 and 2. That's fun. I like that. That's good. That's good development.
Now another direct snap snuffed out by the JSU outside linebacker, Selesker. Going to be brought down now 3rd and 13.
That confused us in the booth. Did not confuse JSU.
Absolutely. You got a tight trips formation, a king and a running back formation with Selesker.
Interested to see what they run out of this. Try to get a first down. Back to pass.
Untouched. Wow. That should have clean clocked the quarterback, and the defender just dummied out and let him step up. Luckily, there was another JSU defender there, and now 4th and 15 for UCO.
I thought Fred was going to get killed.
That's what it looked like. I don't know why he didn't, to be honest with you.
I wrote earlier for everyone to see that in my first year writing the script, I had Fred Weasley getting hurt in the first half. All right, I did not mean it for it to happen in the first quarter. He should have got clocked.
Punt goes out of the back of the end zone. JSU 1 sack, 1 interception. UCO 1 interception, 1 PBU. Pretty even game here, and it's a rivalry game for a reason. These guys matched up in the season 1 national championship. I think their UCO is 2-1 all time. JSU/Coastal got the first win of season 1 when these guys matched up. So this is the 4th time they've played each other in 3 seasons.
Yeah, and I will always remember the first game, the game-winning pass on that corner in the back of the end zone was beautiful to see, and that really started out the rivalry.
And then Kepler under pressure. Ball luckily falls incomplete for JSU. And now 2nd and 10 coming up. I think Martin wanted to go with a little air raid approach, but we've seen some interesting formations here to start the game out of JSU's offense.
A little bit different. This is the second night in a row we've seen a lot of under center from different teams, and that's just what's coming in. It doesn't work a lot, but I give A for effort for trying it. Kepler is in shotgun. He's going to hand that off up the middle, and that's going to be good enough for 3rd and inches. Good stop there.
Yeah, beautiful run there.
He had white grass in front of him.
Exactly. 3rd and inches. They're going to go back to Edenfield on the counter. He's got a lane. He's got to the 45, 16 yards.
It's grass down in Jack State, right? That's the field is grass?
No, it is turf.
I was about to say, to feel for the people who have to paint that white would have been insane. However, if it's turf, it's okay. I'm seeing a lot of plays that I've been interested to see come into the league this season. A couple plays through the Jack playbook. It's fun to see these new guys coming in and bringing a new play here and there into the league.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want diversity. You don't want the same thing, and you don't want sacks on first down that sets you up in 2nd and 17. But a great play call there by UCO.
Untouched defender. This is what Core is known for, man. Core gets his defense to have sacks. It's just what he does. That's why he was hired the first time around, and then learned from John over at Georgetown. It's just what he does well.
2nd 17. Snap is not going to get off. We reached the end of the first quarter, a 0-0 ball game here in Jacksonville, Alabama.
Do you think the lack of scoring is week 1 or just teams knowing each other well, sitting here at rivalry week?
I'd say, well, to be honest with you, man, for JSU, I think it's a little bit of no cohesion yet.
Yeah.
But for UCO, I mean, they played with Core last year. Gerald and Watt have been together since game 1 of the RFCL. So I don't really, to be honest with you, I'm not sure. Now, does that delay a game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely seems like there's too many cooks in the kitchen over on that sideline at JSU, as 5 coaches are currently in conversation.
Yeah, I think ultimately 2 of them are just kind of there to be what they are, assistants, help out with anything that Martin's asking them to do. I know Jet's play calling on defense, Coach Mike play calling on offense, but we got a 2nd and 22 coming up here.
Not something you see a lot in this league. Delay games and a sack to help. So, oh my goodness, that was, dude.
3 for 9 passing to start the game.
After I hyped him up, we're starting to see the Keen Kepler that got benched for Chalupa Batman at Montana. We're starting to see that guy come out. Hopefully he can really do well, especially with red shirt of Hoffman. I'm not entirely sure who the backup quarterback is anymore over there.
To be honest with you, I don't know either. I think it's a sophomore that's kind of just was buried in the depth chart last year. I wouldn't expect to see him. I think they ride or die with Kepler. And they die on third down. Kepler tried to throw deep, now 4th and 22 for Jack State.
Kepler's more of a small quarterback, got a decent arm. Not the greatest. He would have gotten it there, but honestly, the incompletion doesn't hurt. When you're throwing deep like that, more often than not, it's an interception this league, unless your name's Fred Weasley, who's already done that once already.
You are not wrong. Great punt coverage there by Jack State. And there's Jordan Tompkins, who is that's another returning running back for UCO.
Dude, that's 3.
They are 3 deep, and all 3 played since season 1. That's unbelievable.
It's a big little drive here for UCO. You want to be able to get Fred hot. You want to be able to get him warm. He's in enemy territory. What can he do here to really open up this game?
I think you got to get a ground game going. Everything starts with the ground game. I don't care who you are. If you can't run the ball, you can't throw it. So JSU brought a little pressure there. I think they brought 6 or 7. UCO Weasley finds the open man. Now 2nd and 5 coming up.
And when you say ground game, they have Celestier. I mean, he's already broken a few. So you just really got to let him run. However, they're pinching the D-line. I wouldn't exactly run on that. One linebacker. We'll see what they do here. It's probably going to be a little motion out of the backfield.
Breaking
not.
tendencies. They're going to throw straight to the defense. JSU going the other way. I don't think that's going to be a pick six. I don't think he has the speed. He does not. But what a hot start for the JSU defense. The offensive struggles on both sides could be the demise of this game, but the defenses have definitely came to play.
What are we seeing here? We're seeing just, it looks like incohesion, as you said, for JSU happening at UCO between Wad and Caleb. A lot of last-second hot routes that kind of led their man right into the zone. So we're seeing just Fred throw directly into different areas of coverage. Not something we usually see.
Yeah, I think they're mostly just he's expecting routes to be open that are usually there, and they're not there. Ultimately, is kind of what's going on here. Kepler trying to Derek Jeter throw to his running back out of the backfield. Ball luckily falls incomplete for the ass-kicking chickens. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Example A on why you don't try to really get off a quick one under center. The quarterbacks don't really take their drops how they should, especially if it's quick, and they'll throw it as fast as they can if they feel any pressure up the middle.
Yeah, and I think that's something that Coach Mike and Coach Martin are just going to have to learn kind of, what that's part of the reason why I ran the offense the way I did last year was, certain plays work certain ways and some plays just don't work. So Kepler, I thought that was called. The way he acted or the way the animation was.
I was about to say one-step drops they just don't work. And, he did have a guy over the middle. He had 2, but in these situations, again, the quarterback's trying to get it out as fast as possible. If you have 2 players in the same position, more often than not, that's going to be picked because there's that amount of corners there, too.
Now you got 3rd and 10. Biggest thing here for Jack State is just don't turn the ball over. You can get some points, get on the board, play it safe. See what happens on 4th down. But 3rd and 10, we got a handoff up the middle to Edenfield. He's going to pick up 5, and I think JSU probably settles for the field goal here.
Would you settle for the field goal? What are you thinking here?
I would. I think your defense is playing real enough right now, just getting some type of points, getting just a little bit of momentum. The difference in games is getting points off turnovers. And if at the end of the game, if you've got 3 turnovers and no points to show for it, then what were the turnovers worth? You know what I mean? So just getting 3 here in a very tight ball game, I like the decision.
I like it. The only reason it would give me pause, and I feel like it's how I play them every time. It's probably the only reason I've only won once. They're going to score eventually, and they're going to put up a lot of points eventually. So you got to be able to keep pace.
Yeah, exactly. This UCO team is definitely not going to not score. So getting points when you can is going to be the biggest key here.
Yeah. Also, why on earth would they make the field black?
I
I just read that we should have made the field black.
I didn't want black. I want white. I want a white out.
I actually kind of like it. From photos and everything I saw, it hurt my eyes. But live, I'm a fan. And it seems like Fred is not, as they're finally going to hand off to Selesker. He's going to break a couple, take a guy for 3 yards. I feel like in this case, they're hurting themselves, you know. When Fred throws that first interception, he's getting a little cold. So you really want to give easy routes, easy areas for him to go. He's a good running quarterback. Do some read options. Get Selesker going. Instead, keeping trying to throw medium routes, intermediate routes. It's not helping them right now.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing JSU needs to take. I mean, Kepler's 3 for 12, so
Yeah.
do something to get him hot. And it could be a game of just whoever gets their quarterback hot first ultimately kind of takes off and wins it. A good read here by Weasley. And that's exactly what you just mentioned. Just read option, get him involved in the game, and then see what happens.
Fred's best games are through the air, yes, but they're when he's running. And we've all witnessed that. When Fred is running and picking up chunk yards, they win games.
Weasley going to be back to pass. It's a screen. Kind of snuffed out by the JSU defense. Ultimately results in a loss of 1 yard.
Screens are starting to get harder to run. A lot of teams are realizing when teams are calling screens, and they have ways to beat it. I know we do. It looks like JSU might. Let's see if it happens again later on in the series, because we all know UCO runs a lot of screens.
I actually think that was a corner blitz out of JSU as well.
That was a beautiful call then. I'm a fan of what Jett is doing on defense. For real. I mean, he's giving Fred a lot of issues. Here we go.
Yeah, Fred's going to carry it around the left side. Slide now 3rd and manageable. Probably 2 down territory for UCO if I had to guess.
I'm either getting listened to live or they know what they're doing, and I'm going with they know what they're doing. They've played in championship games. They played in the semifinal. This is a very good team, and Jack State's going to have to go play for 60 minutes.
And so far, their defense is what's ultimately kept them in this game. UCO with 3 possessions, 2 turnovers, now 3rd and 3. And JSU's defense is going to force a 4th and 4. Again, let's see if UCO goes for this. I don't think. If I'm JSU, I'm calling that same play just in case they go with a read option.
Yeah.
Obviously, it worked.
Realistically, I'd go for this. 94, by the way, is the same guy who got the tackle for loss on that screen. So he's really coming big on this drive. I believe, I can't remember the number, but JSU had a player last season with like 3 sacks in a game and a bunch of tackles for loss. They have a very good defensive line. It's underrated.
Last time we saw this, Johnson come in motion to a 2x2 set. Not going to do that this time. It's Weasley going to run it, and he's going to be brought down by 94 again. We need to learn his name, Pars, because we're going to be calling it all night.
All night? I'm thinking all season. All right, 94 is doing insane. Is that Bryant? Big fan of his. It's 3 back-to-back-to-back plays from the kid.
I think it's Brunt. B-R-U-A-N-T. LaShawn Brunt.
I can't think of a better name for a big guy in the middle of a defense. LaShawn Brunt. Very, very good team. I mean, very, very good player.
All right.
He's got to be new.
He was actually on the team last year. I think he was 2nd in the depth chart. Edenfield going to carry it for 3 yards. And like you said earlier, getting quarterback hot is going to be one thing, but right before that I mentioned just establishing a run game is going to be the key to either one of these offenses. And I think that's what ultimately both of these teams' focus needs to be right now. Establish a run game, find some way to get your quarterback hot, and you'll be off to the races. JSU going to run it again on 2nd down. Now get it to a 3rd and 5. Very manageable 3rd down situation.
I agree. Let's call it what it is. It's 2 of the better running backs in this league. They're veteran backs. They know exactly what they're doing. Edenfield has potential to be amazing. Selesker has hit that. So it's really about what they can do on the ground today.
3rd and 5. I think JSU still has both 4th down attempts. Am I correct?
Yeah.
They ran the fake, but that doesn't count.
That doesn't count. Oh, that ball is.
I think that's just basically a coverage sack right there. He got hit as he thrown.
Look, Ket was 3 of 4 at one point. Now he's 3 of 13. He can't get anything going. You're giving him easy routes. Are you giving him easy routes, though? I feel like there's opportunity here. There's no way they go for this.
I think they do. I don't like the call of going for it out of split backs.
Oh, no.
Maybe Martin has something up his sleeve.
My coaching decisions have been questioned, but when you have, he might be cold now, but would this punt go in the end zone?
Probably.
I think it would.
Probably. Yeah. That's why we're in the booth, Pars.
My God. There's zero chance that that just happened. Out of split pro, they get a big reception for a first down. I'm in disbelief that worked.
I am too. I think I was expecting somebody to be open, but not like that.
I didn't expect Cap to hit it.
Now we got play action, kept back to pass, throwing over the middle straight to Wile Coyote, who has been an absolute menace on this league since the moment he stepped. I don't even know who he was throwing to be honest with you.
Look, you can count 2 defensive players in this league that, you said it last season, if they were on a team, 0 chances of scoring. Edgar and Wile E. Coyote. Like, they're a step above the rest. Wile E. Coyote has consistently done it, too. That's what's so amazing to me, is that we've seen this player consistently do it year in and year out.
Yeah, I think he's actually the all-time leading tackler and it's not even close.
Oh, Fred's acting like Barry. He's going to take off and run. That's going to be a first down. We're seeing Fred. Is he getting a little anxious back there? He's taking a few hits. He's missed a lot of balls. You think he's getting anxious?
Probably a little bit. I mean, I think he's trying to make something happen, especially here in 2-minute drill. This is when UCO has always been dangerous. Oh, my God. Robinson, stick to offense, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just saw why wide receivers should not play defense. However, big tackle there. Colt was open on that right side the moment they blitzed, so I'm interested to see the play call here. No safety help.
Yeah, no safety help at all. JSU expecting run, and UCO runs right into it. Now, I'm curious why JSU is not calling any timeouts.
Rookie head coach, rookie OC, it happens. Jet has been here before. Jet has to step up. But I will say a little crazy that UCO ran at that look. I know Fred's cold, but you have potentially the best quarterback in the league. They're playing press man, 0 safety help, and you run directly at it. I'm questioning the call.
Yeah, I am too. You know, we talked about Jet being a vet. Wad's a vet too.
Yeah, he needs to see that. As we're just going to see the clock tick. This is where you start thinking as Martin, have I made a mistake? Should I call a timeout now? He's not.
And then Tyler Carter, Mr. Consistent, 13-yard reception.
What a ball.
Yeah,
right over the middle. Everyone there. I don't know how he got it there. It's the Weasley brothers, man. That cold doesn't mean anything.
QB power. JSU's defense been pretty good stopping the outside run game.
And that's really what they're known for, is these little QB powers to the outside, runs to the outside, and getting the ball out with George quick. None of it's working right now, and that's why they have 0 points. We're seeing Caleb take timeouts, though. He wants this. The run play was a little suspect. However, we're going to see them march down the field now, as nobody's covering Mitchell on that right side. I believe the safety has him.
Yeah, now Weasley throwing to a wide open Tyler Carter, putting UCO in field goal range.
Somebody had to take over this game. It's going to be Tyler Carter. It's just how it's been since season 1. This kid has shown out time and time again that he's here to win football games, and he's going to be the best receiver on the field.
Yeah, UCO 1st and 10. Holy shit. Pars, you got to go watch this catch the JSU receiver just made. That's going to be all over everything. Got to go find it.
Crap. I got my phone put away and everything. Come on.
And the dot over the middle. I told you, UCO specializes in 2-minute drills before the half. They're probably the best in the league at this. I don't know how, and I don't know why. But again and again, they continue to put up points when the clock is against them.
Oh my God, the kid did a 360 in air.
I know. I told you, go watch it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, that's insane. That's going to be... Yeah, anyways, he's taking it out of the end zone. They got 18 seconds here. You questioned this when I did it, and I wouldn't question it right now given how your quarterback is. You had 3 timeouts, 18 seconds. I've done it. I've taken a knee here to end it, to go into the half. But your quarterback's already cold, so what are you really missing out?
I'm taking a shot on first down, and if it's a positive play, maybe we get a field goal out of it, I'm running it. If not, get to halftime.
In this case, when your quarterback's already cold, I think it makes sense. If you got a hot quarterback and, like I said earlier, throwing deep usually accounts for an interception. So it's just really, you got to give and take here as that ball's going to go way out of bounds.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching the dot from Fred Weasley over the middle. It was not good coverage. They were back in zone for 3 plays straight.
I think it was
looked
cover
like
2 is what it looked
like. Yeah, it did look. So it was like more of a cover 2, 3 plays straight. So they just read it really well right there.
Second and 10. I'm curious. And if JSU runs it here, does UCO take a timeout? If I had to guess, they probably do.
I would. But an incomplete pass helps, dude. An incomplete pass right here does help UCO if they want to take a shot. Because odds are with 2 incompletions, we can always see that random, beautiful throw if they do decide to. We'll see what happens here. In my opinion, throwing it 3 times in a row with a cold Kepler's not working.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a run here.
Yeah, dude, he almost did it again. If that ball was a little lower, that kid would have done the same, one-handed catch. Play action pass. Kepler back to pass. He's got all day. He's going to check it down to no one, throw it out of bounds. 4th and 10, 5 seconds. That's about enough for a punt. They're not really going to get anything out of this. We can't control fair catches, and it doesn't seem like they're going. It's going to be 5 seconds worth of ball in the air.
Yeah, this should just result in going straight to halftime.
Fun fact, the guy said this team has done it before, blocking punts. 0 people have blocked a punt. I have yet to see it. All right, who are we going to first?
Let's go to JSU first. See how things are like for the Gamecocks.
You're good?
Yeah, that's
All right.
not good.
Coach Martin.
Gentlemen,
Pars, I'll let you kick this one off.
I just wanted them to stop so that you could keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach Martin, not the best first half offensively, but your defense picking up right where they left off last year. 2 big-time turnovers. What's been the key for your defensive success so far in this game?
Defense, we're just making them one-dimensional, right? We're taking away the run, which is forcing them to pass, and unfortunately, that's something that they're really good at. So we're just going to have to be better and keep getting those turnovers and turn this game around.
I told Pars that I think UCO is the best 2-minute drill team in the league. So the score there is obviously not surprising. But Coach Mike, offensively, Kepler's, I think, 3 for 16 at this point. Not great. I think he started out 3 for 4. What's going to be the key to getting him hot in the second half?
The run game, honestly, keeping the run game consistent, leaning on the run game more. We've been really efficient with the run. We've had so many good looks in the passing game, but we just haven't been able to execute. We just have to change that. Definitely going to have to lean on the run game a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah, thinking about it, you got Edenfield, one of the better running backs in the league. He's been doing it for a while now. Definitely keeping this game in check. Coach Jet, fantastic play out of your defenders, especially Cam Robinson, the wide receiver with an interception, while Fred went deep to Tyler Carter. How did you talk to him? What are you going to say at halftime? Because really it was just one mistake. It looked like a cover 2 that they got behind. So it was really just one mistake. What are you saying at halftime?
Yeah, Fred's a veteran. I feel like this is his 7th year or something like that going on. He's been in the league forever. He's kind of like the Stenson Bennett of our league. So, he's well seasoned. We knew, and I knew we were gonna let up. They're gonna score. But to have them in check, the DBs are playing great. I kind of missed the ball on some of the calls, like to Gage's point, they're one of the best 2-minute offenses in the league. I mean, he did it against us in the playoffs. Gerald just straight maestro when it comes to 2 minutes and under. It's crazy. You could have him and check the whole game, and you get to 2 minutes left, and they'll run up the score. But yeah, defense is playing great. I mean, I was hoping one of those picks could have turned into a pick six, but we're just gonna keep picking up. To Martin's point, they can't really run, so we kind of know what we're looking at. So.
All right, thank you guys.
All right, well, I'll give you a minute to recoup, and we'll talk to you all at the end of the game.
Thanks.
All right, UCO. I'll just start with this then. Pars, I'll kind of let you take over this interview for UCO. Are you satisfied with the first half?
No. I mean, defensively, we've played great. Offense put us in a horrible situation, and defense only gave up 3 so far. Offensively, it's been a disaster, to say the least. We got a touchdown late. We're hoping that kind of changes, how the second half goes, but to say this has been a good game would be false.
Yeah, it's 7-3. You guys, obviously expectations were high coming in this game. Just real quick, is the white field with the white jerseys affecting Fred at all? Because he just looks like he's throwing at ghosts.
I mean, it shouldn't be, but this feels horrible. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Whoever made it should probably just never ever be involved with RFCL again.
Quote Sam Darnold. He's out there seeing ghosts.
Yeah, I don't. No, we're not putting the field on Weezy throwing 2 horrible interceptions.
We can talk on that. We can talk on Wad. Are they doing anything to get to you? Because I've seen in a few opportunities to do other things, and usually you take advantage of what a team is giving you. Are they doing anything to get to Fred? Are they doing anything to get to you?
Maybe a little bit. I'll give him credit where credit's due. To formation we haven't seen a lot of, and I'm just got to adjust. I think I took too long to realize that I can't do what I normally do. Changed it up a little bit in that last drive, and we went right down the field and scored. So I think we've got a good game plan going into the second half.
For first game back, holding the team to 3 points. You really got Keenan Kepler just in a blender. The guy's 4 of 18. I think he has like 14 yards. No, he's 30. Anyways, you're doing really well on defense against the pass, the run game. He's kind of getting there on you. How do you really attack that in the second half?
I mean, I think we just got to keep doing what we're doing, keep pressuring the quarterback and force some more turnovers. I feel like we kind of put our offense in some bad field position there, so hopefully we can get them off the field quicker and put our offense in a good position to score.
All right, thank you.
All right, best of luck, guys. We'll talk to you at the end of the game.
Sounds good.
All right, Pars. 7-3, halftime. JSU, I mean, despite offense struggles, they've done a pretty good job at stopping this UCO offense, and we both know UCO's offense is top 3 in the league.
Oh, absolutely. We're seeing 2 games in a row UCO struggling on offense. The semis that happened, and in this first game it's happening. So something's a bit off with the team. Something's a bit different. What can you do to really heat up again? Because obviously it's going to happen at some point, right? They're going to drop 40, 45 points on a team. It's going to happen at some point, but how can they get it now?
Yeah, that's going to be the big thing here for JSU. Now, UCO is going to start with the ball at the 25-yard line. And broken tackles resulting in a huge gain, about 14 yards on the ground. UCO has a 1st and 10 across the 30-yard line.
All right. Sorry to do it to you. I got to go. Something just happened.
Okay. All right, bud.
All right. Bye.
And as soon as he leaves, we have Devin Selesker, a 70-yard touchdown run. A beautiful, or is that Tompkins? I think that's Selesker. Regardless, UCO makes a man miss, and he is free down the sideline. 14-3 UCO. Not how JSU won to start the second half. How long have I been muted? I expect to see UCO get back to the ground game here. Two backs in the backfield, one in motion. Going to be a triple option play. A bad read there by Weasley, or just a great play out of the middle linebacker. Jack State going to force a 2nd and 10. Weasley back to pass. Going to throw it to the flats. And he's going to pick up 6 yards. Now 3rd and 4 coming up for UCO. JSU has a lot of guys near the box. Johnson going to come in motion, give trips to the boundary. It's going to be a play action pass, quick throw over the middle of the Carter, and it's dropped. Hit as the ball got there. Ball falls incomplete. And now UCO with a 4th and 4. I wouldn't be surprised to see a fake here maybe. It is just going to be a standardized punt. Hand off to Edenfield around the right side. He's going to pick up enough for a 1st down. Cat back to pass, throw in to the flats. Second and 7 now. Able to pick up 3 yards on that 1st down play action pass. Now 2nd and 7. 7 on the play clock. Kepler back to pass. Throwing out of the backfield to Edenfield. Now 3rd and 8 coming up. Edenfield with a huge catch and a huge 1st down there. I can't believe he hung on to it. Wait, did y'all just now hear where I asked if how long I had been muted? Or Mason, did you pause and you're just behind? Beautiful pass to Edenfield out of the backfield. Stiff arms a man, breaks a tackle, whatever you want to call it. Handoff in the backfield, power play. Not going to get anything. Actually going to lose a yard. Now Jack State looking at 2nd and 11. A dot by Kepler under pressure. A corner blitz. Finds Stokes on the corner route. Now 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Handoff to Edenfield. Makes 2 men miss. Breaks a tackle and then brought down at the 16. Jack State going to let this go to the end of the quarter. 14-6, UCO leads. Hand off to Edenfield up the middle. He's got the 1st down. First and 10 from the 11. Could pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Very unlikely, but it is possible. Cat back to pass. Has a man open. It's Stokes over the middle. JSU scores their 1st touchdown of the season. And Jack State, a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up with 6:30 to play in the 4th quarter. UCO going goal line offense. They're going to hand off to Edenfield. That's going nowhere. I think it was a read option. JSU with a huge stop there. Colt Strong got it, and the JSU defense able to make a quick play to bring him down at the line of scrimmage. Safety blitz there by JSU. Beautiful pass there by Weasley over the middle. Finds Strong. UCO, a beautiful run up the middle. If UCO can come away with a touchdown here, that may be the dagger. Weasley keeps it on the triple option. He could be gone. 25-20, 15-10. Brought down at the 7-yard line. Weasley. First and goal for UCO. Could be the icing on the cake if they score here. Weasley has a man open. JSU swarms, brings him down at the 5. Second and goal with all the different issues we have going on. JSU snuffed it out. Got to stop. 3:30 to play. Third and goal. This could be a huge defensive stand for JSU. Weasley has a man open, wide open. Dwayne Johnson, touchdown UCO, and UCO going to take a 21-12 lead with 3 minutes to play, and that may be all she wrote for JSU. Kepler with a beautiful run. He's going to pick up 8 yards on first down. Second and 2, 2:30 to play. Kepler back to pass, throws quick to, I think that was Edenfield, who just didn't get his head around in time. What a beautiful pass to Divinity Jr. over the middle. Edenfield out of the backfield with another reception. Second and inches now. 1:47 to play. Edenfield dying out of breath. As you can see him panting. Another beautiful pass to Divinity Jr. and JSU has life with 3 timeouts and 1:26 to play. They're not done just yet, but I wouldn't necessarily hold my breath. JSU down 21-19 with 1:23 to play. I highly doubt UCO just runs it here. But stranger things have happened. And that's exactly what they do. They do just run it. And now you've got 2nd and 3. JSU burns their first time out. 1 first down, game is over. And there's the game. UCO puts it on ice, 21-19. The Broncos gonna come away with a victory here. And all they have to do is knee it. I don't know necessarily why they are running plays. I'm gonna go ahead and go live with the Broncos.
We're not taking any chances. Hell no.
Not pulling a
Our
Miami.
starting running back came out the game.
Hey, Gage.
Not pulling a Miami. Just gonna leave
No.
this one out.
No. We're in picture formation now.
I'm joining you a little early because the stream is an absolute shambles.
Yeah, I can see that. I have the chat open.
Yeah, we were at 6:30 in the fourth quarter, and they were at 1:55 in the third. So,
That's always good.
yeah, I don't know what's going on there. So I'm just going to keep these interviews really short. Just one question for you, Caleb. It took you a while to get the offense going, and ultimately it was like two big plays that kind of got you the victory tonight. What's your takeaways, and what are you going to look to change going into next season? Next week.
It's not a secret that we played horrible on offense. That was basically it. The defense, we played great. They were just on the field for too long. And Jack State was able to take advantage of it. And our offense has got to figure some stuff out. Fred's not playing the way he did last year. If we play like this against some of the tougher teams, we will not be able to win like we did tonight.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Like I said, I'm keeping these interviews short because I'm going to have to re-upload this whole thing, and I don't know if they're even going to get to see the end of it. So I did record it, though, so that's good. I've got the whole game recorded. But, all right, well, congrats on the dub, and I will talk to you all in just a little bit.
All right.
Make sure I'll tell Martin to get stats if it's not you.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
All right, Coach Martin. Not the best performance. I would say ultimately it was mostly with a slow start from Kepler, but you did put something together in the second half. Ultimately, UCO had two big plays that ultimately were kind of the difference maker in this game. I'm gonna keep these interviews short. If you don't mind to scroll through stats for me real quick, go through all team and player stats. Because the stream is way behind for some reason, so I'm going to have to upload this game anyway, so I'm just going to do one question interview for you and let y'all kind of talk a little bit. Just takeaways from the game. Ultimately, a 2-point loss to the number 2 team isn't necessarily terrible, but just what's your overall takeaways and how do you feel that you stacked up tonight?
The game was in hand. Like you said, a couple big plays. Couple miscues, called the wrong play. I think we showed we can compete tonight, which is more than we can say at the beginning of the season last season. Obviously, no disrespect or anything, but we showed up tonight, and that's what matters. And we didn't quit. Man, just to have 30 seconds though, that'd be a big deal. So.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't a bad performance. Coach Mock, I'll ask you your first game of the RFCL. Any takeaways?
Yeah, kudos to the coaches on the other side because it was a really good called game by them. They had a couple really good plays on offense that I was watching. Just that really struck me, and I got to give kudos to them. That's a really good team. They're number 2 for a reason. I believe if I heard right, they're season 1 champions. This is a good team, and I felt like we competed tonight. So, look, there's only literally, it's only going up from here.
Absolutely, Martin. Go get team stats really quick.
Absolutely.
And then that will do it from Jacksonville, Alabama. UCO 21, Jack State 19.